evening, everybody. Welcome to Besterns 2019, hosted by Rocky Mountain Roller Derby. My name is Party On Barth, and we're going to be calling the bout today from Houston Roller Derby versus Rocky Mountain Roller Girls. Just getting some mics and everything all lined up. Cool. Looks like we're all set. All right, Chagilski, so who are we looking at on the roster for Houston Roller Derby?
All right, for Houston tonight, we've got number 2, White Out, 215, AOD, 251, Chopping, 31, 2x4s, 43, Diamond Cutter, 44, Hill Storm, 5, Hallelujah, 51, Buster's Beaver, 713, Inappropriate,
716, Ruby Ridicule, 89, Arrakis, 898, Helen Killer, 9, Engine, 91, Slayer Moon, and 929, Dropkick Betty.
And skating in the red, Rocky Mountain Roller Girls, the 5280 Fight Club, number 0260 Motorbutt, number 1 Pink Flamingo, 1034 Riot Herb, 13 Jersey Whirl, 1337 Nerd Rage, 16 Southern Discomfort, 215 Captain Sylvia's Rap, 31 Fiona Grapple, number 34 Massacre, 357 Martinez, 737 Daisy Danger, 777 Sissy Rinkshaw, 86 Assault and Peppa, 88 She Who Cannot Be Named, and 99 Make You Pray. So we're going to the second game of the first night of Besterns 2019. And looking at the lineups walking in this weekend with the recent WFTDA rankings that just updated this week, Rocky Mountain Roller Girls are coming in at number 42. Houston Roller Derby is going to be coming in at number 29 in the world. So not a bad little matchup tonight.
Yeah, it should be really interesting.
About a 13 difference there, ranking difference. This is Besterns, I believe, 6th straight year.
I believe so. And who won last year in this matchup?
That was...
Was it Rocky?
Weren't they out of South America? It was, Sailor City?
Yeah?
I don't know.
No, Sailor City beat Houston. But Rocky and Houston played each other last year, I thought.
I wasn't here, I don't know.
I don't remember. We're awesome, aren't we? I'm excited because last year I had first moved to Colorado and I got to see my friends skate. This was my first weekend in Colorado. And then this year I get to announce this game with a lot of my good friends skating from Houston.
Not a bad little progress right there.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, this is going to be a good one with Houston. Houston, I got to see their B team at Clover Cup earlier this season. Their juniors, excuse me, not their B team, their juniors. Didn't get to see their A team there. Rocky Mountain, I saw last season come down to New Mexico. They played against Duke City. This is going to be the first time I'm going to see them this season. Looks like Rocky Mountain is 1-2 so far this season. They had a win against Madison, who actually is here also this weekend, and a loss to Naptown and Ann Arbor. So...
That's right. And then I actually got to see Houston play earlier this season in March at Lobster Roll, and they won. They beat Boston. That was a really hard game for me to watch because I skated for both of those teams. But yes, they did beat Boston 144 to 113. They lost to Dublin 120 to 197. They beat Sacramento, and then they lost to Naptown. So it was a really good Lobster Roll.
So Naptown with a couple wins over both the teams. It's kind of nice that we're actually getting the teams, especially at the higher levels here, we're getting common opponents against each other. So this is ending up with a nice little combination. Before you would have this team played these 4 teams who had nothing to do with the other 4 teams, and then they meet in the playoffs.
Right.
So this is nice to see the teams coming together. These tournaments are working out really well to kind of commingle everybody.
And not too much turnover in that Houston team. There's a couple of new faces. I know they've got a lot of jammers, a really strong jammer bench. And I think it's been a really consistent program over the last few years, but, I could be biased.
We're happy to cheer for both teams and against both teams.
Yeah, we really just want everyone to have fun.
Exactly.
If you are on Twitter or on Instagram, just remember the hashtags are #Besterns2019. Don't forget to tag 5on5 Magazine. They're hosting the Twitch stream for us today.
Huge thank you to 5on5 taking care of this. This is amazing. Everybody's got to be having broadcast out there lately, and it's awesome to see 5on5. Not to mention, check out 5on5 for the magazine. There have been some amazing articles, especially in the last couple of months that we've seen.
Right.
So every 3 months coming out. Fantastic. Check them out. You'll be hearing all the sponsors, too, later on. Sounds like we got Ron Burgundy on the in-house. He might be bleeding over just a little bit, going over the rosters right now inside. We're looking at under a minute to get started.
Yep, just waiting for the Houston pack to get out there on the track. Looks like Rocky's ready to go. It looks like, is that Pink Flamingo? Jamming for Rocky?
It does look like her, yep.
It does look like her, and it looks like they are sending out Slayer Moon first. Wonderful jammer, wonderful human being. I see 2x4s and Killstoy out there.
And of course, being the hometown team, Rocky Mountain does have their cheering section, and we're off.
And we're off.
The game.
Other blockers I see there, Helen Killer, skated with her a long time. And then I think Engine is the pivot for Houston. Slayer's fighting at the top of the pack.
Pink Flamingo working against the backside of the Houston defense. There it is.
Slayer spins. That's her spin move. She's going to do that a lot, so watch out for that. And she is your lead jammer.
And approaching quickly, Pink Flamingo still hasn't come out of the pack. There we go. Star Stash is successful at turn 2, coming around.
Yeah, this particular pack is going to be really, really strong defensive pack. Looks like Slayer's going to get those points. Looks like 4 points from the referee. No points for Rocky, and that's the first jam. 4-0 Houston.
So a good start for Houston. Actually, some great footwork on the outside line, able to pick up the points and call off the jam still inbound. So anytime you take the 4-0, it's going to be a good start.
If you're watching the stream, you'll notice somebody wearing a bathrobe in the middle of the track. That is a bathrobe. That is one of the photographers.
On the jammer line, we're looking at, in black, number 43, Diamond Cutter, up against number 31 in red, Fiona Grapple. And an official timeout, getting going. Day 1 of the tournament, got to work some of the bugs out. And as we do that, we're going to do a shout out to Hit This Derby Gear, our exclusive penalty box sponsor, also sponsoring the live stream. So Hit This Derby Gear, before you hit the track, Hit This Derby Gear offers a great selection of roller skating gear.
All right, looks like Payo Dues and Arrakis out there for Houston. I'll try and name some of these Rocky blockers too. I just happen to know everyone in Houston.
Nothing wrong with bringing a good experience level.
Yeah, and how often do you hear blockers' names on the stream, you know?
Should be more often.
Should be more. We're working on it. We're working on it. But, you know, watch Arrakis with that pivot hat. If Diamond passes it, she won't need to probably because she's probably going to get lead. But if she does, Arrakis is another force to be reckoned with on the jam line.
So something I'm noticing already here, we've got a 2-team huddle. Everybody's huddled at the pivot line, all the blockers. So there's definitely no differentiation between the teams. Always a nice little friendly spirit going on.
Oh, sure. And these are 2 teams who would definitely get along.
And as the official timeout's still running, a quick run through on the officials for Besterns. We're looking at, we have our head officials of Montana Mahler and Nacho leading the teams of Dilly the Kid, Snarkomedes, Ultraviolet Blue, Labre Kenya, Scary Bee Jesus, Darth Vader, Underrager, Boo Tees, Scarebear, Doesn't Matter, Pika, Refty Venture, Cat Sergeant, Crafty, Oh Yoshi Didn't, Demon, and Pyro.
Number 31, Fiona Grapple! All night long.
A hot start here for the crowd already. Nice little
Number 34, Massacre.
Ron Burgundy's determined to get them going.
7 Martinez. Number 737, Daisy.
And as we're still coming in at the official timeout, looks like we've even changed jam timers for the moment on the official timeout hand signal. Big shout out to Death and Glory. Death and Glory is a locally owned and operated skate shop specializing in roller derby, kart, quad, and street skating, and is the official sponsor of Rocky Mountain Rollergirls and Denver Roller Derby, conveniently located in the Scum of the Earth Church at 935 West 11th Avenue, Denver, Colorado 80204. Stop by for some new gear or indoor skating on the ramps. If you're in Denver, come and check it out. All right, looks like next whistle is going to start the jam. You said it earlier. It's Diamond.
Here we go.
And Fiona Grapple. Nope, another official timeout.
Oh, we got to think about it. You know, that's okay, though. Everybody's getting a nice break, just chilling, getting those first jam jitters out.
Mm-hmm. Get the nerves down a little bit. I think I speak more for myself on that than any of the skaters. So, of course, Besterns all weekend long. We're going to be at twitch.tv/5on5. And we're going to have, tonight's the final game tonight.
Yes.
This is the final game tonight.
This is the final game tonight.
Tomorrow.
2 of 2.
Yep. And then we'll have 3 games Saturday and 3 games on Sunday, so keep checking it out.
Yep. All right, here we go.
There's the rolling whistle.
I love Diamond's pads. They're very shiny.
All right, here we go.
I appreciate Diamond's pads because it's that much easier to recognize her on the track.
Right? You can always find her in the pack. All right, here we go. Diamond getting knocked to the outside, looking for the inside. Going up the middle. Fiona Grapple getting pushed to the back. This crushing Houston defense, I think, is going to be the game here.
Rocky Mountain
All right.
using good use of the lines for their pivot. They're able to press out.
And Rocky's going to hang on until the last second. They're going to try and maybe put her out of bounds. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that Houston blockers are coming up just enough to
Oh,
keep engaging.
here we
There
go.
it is. Lead jammer, Rocky Mountain.
Fiona Grapple. Looks like Diamond has taken off the star, and she has passed it to Arrakis, who's gotten it. She's still fighting the front of the pack. Fiona Grapple in her first scoring pass. Looks like she is going to get those points. And she's going to call the jam. Arrakis gets out, but not soon enough to score. That is going to be 4 points for Rocky. 4-4 is the score.
So a nice little back and forth on the scoreboard. Interesting on the Houston immediate star pass. You wonder if we're going to see more of that as the game goes on. Is that going to be one of the strategies that when leads off, get ready to get the cover off?
It is the strategy, I believe, to take off the star if you don't get lead, but if they pass it or not, it doesn't matter because the jammer and pivot bench is extremely strong in this team, so
Absolutely.
we'll see what happens. It's not ideal to pass,
So we're going to test that theory
but
out.
we're going to test
Pink
that theory
Flamingo,
out.
Twilight jamming for Houston, not picking up lead. Star does stay on head, though.
Fun story, this is Twilight's first sanctioned game with Houston.
Wow.
Yeah, this is her first travel team trip.
Not a bad start.
Not a bad start at all.
And it looks like we've got 2 Rocky Mountain blockers that just came into the box, so we're going to have a 2-blocker pack disadvantage. 0-0 on the board.
Okay, looks like Fiona Grapple back up. We've got number 5, Hallelujah, up for Houston. If you don't know, Holly and Slayer are sisters.
Oh.
Yeah, and they skate very similarly. You'll notice. Fiona is trying to hit Holly to the inside. Holly doesn't care. She's going to the outside. She's got 1 blocker to beat. She is going to get out. Lead jammer, Hallelujah for Houston.
Fantastic power push, just pressing forward. The blocker pressed forward. She came back enough, dropped the blocker, came over, picks up lead.
Yep. Fiona's got the star off. But Houston is very, very good at looking at that star, and they know who has it. Oh man, Peyodu's getting hit by Peyo is like, whew. Oh, but it looks like she's going to the box. I didn't see the call. I'm going to pay more attention to those penalty calls.
It's a good hit by Arrakis earlier. Avoided, did not draw the direction penalty, able to stop just in time on the outside line.
Yes.
But able to put a good hit in earlier. There's another one.
Ooh, another strong shoulder hit from Rocky. And Holly's going to call it. It is going to be 4 more points for Houston, 0 points for Rocky. Score 8-4. Well, this is going to be a grinder, huh?
At this point, yeah, nobody's got the multi-pass yet. Of course, well, 4th jam coming up, so we got
See what
plenty of
happens.
time.
Get lead, go long.
Slayer Moon up against, I believe that's Pink Flamingo again.
I think they're both realizing that they're going to have to put out their strongest jammers because both teams' defense is very strong. Oof.
Big hit by Rocky. It's like Make You Pain lives up to the name. Track cut called.
Oh, and Pink Flamingo and Slayer Moon is awarded lead.
Slayer Moon is your lead.
Power Jam Houston.
Penalty still 30 seconds.
Skater Slayer coming around, recognized the power jam, told her own bench. Coming around for points, 1 set of hips pass. There's 2, stays in bounds on turn 2. 4 points.
The Houston All-Stars.
Pink Flamingo standing in the penalty box, getting ready.
Glancing blow on Slayer, but you have to really hit her to stop her. Or she will just do that little side surf right around.
Fantastic follow-up by Shihu. Shihu was just barely passed, but Slayer fell down. Shihu able to reform right in front. Able to slow just enough.
Okay, Flamingo's trying to get out, being held by Engine and Killstoy.
Heyo comes out of the box, sent back with a direction penalty. So back into the box, giving Rocky Mountain the pack advantage again. Pile up on the apex.
Okay, looks like there's not going to be a cut. It looked a little questionable from our angle. but Slayer is going to call that. That is going to be a 12-0 jam in favor of Houston, 22-4.
I think that was that body awareness by Slayer. It looked like Slayer stayed on knees and kept one up.
Yes.
So fantastic.
She does
work
that.
for
She's
Jammer.
very good at the 1 foot. So it looks like we've got Sissy Ringshaw up for Rocky and Lulu Choppet up for Houston. Fun story. I was a resident advisor with Lulu Choppet in college.
Good old small town derby.
And we met many years later when she decided to try out roller derby. We met again.
So pack advantage for Rocky still. And Rocky sets up the 4 blockers on the backside.
All right.
There it is.
Rocky's getting the lead.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Cut call on Sissy Ringshaw. Looks like maybe no lead has been awarded. Arrakis also going to the box.
It was exactly what I was wondering. Was the track cut after lead was established or before? Is lead open? Good hit.
Good heavens.
357 in the red. That's Martinez with a monster hit on the straightaway right in front of us.
All right, if Rocky can pull this off, this will be a really great penalty kill. We'll see what happens.
Outside line, Lulu's coming in on a brace 2. Lead is established, about to play.
It's not enough. 221 is through that pack.
All right. Lead looks like Rocky pivot going to the box for a forearm. Lulu is on her scoring pass. Sissy Ringshaw, I don't know if she got the penalty before she got it out of the pack or not, but she was not awarded lead, so I'm guessing not. This may still be her initial.
Meanwhile, Lulu Choppet's not worried about who's got in the penalty box.
She doesn't care.
4 points.
She's like, I need to skate some circles.
Yep. Not worried who's there. If they're not on the track, I take their point anyway.
Good job pushing herself right in the middle of that tripod and disrupting them. Sissy Ringshaw finally out.
Great spin move on turn 2. Lulu Sar coming out, calls off the jam. 8 points total on that jam for Houston. Pulls out 28-4.
Yeah, Rocky has not scored the last several jams here.
You know, I was tracking that a moment ago and got so caught up in the game.
Yeah, I think Rocky scored 4 points in the second jam and then nothing. And we're on to, looks like jam 6 now.
Diamond Cutter's back out there up against Fiona Grapple again.
This would be an interesting matchup.
Looks like it's going to be one that we're going to see a couple of times. We've already seen it once before. Diamond, great tap work on the inside line, just stepping in front of her own blockers, able to get into the brace tripod from Rocky.
Whoa. Rocky pivot coming in hot to play some quick offense, and it works out. Fiona Grapple, lead jammer for Rocky. Looks like Diamond Cutter is still working on it. Okay, I see a back block call on number 86 for Rocky. That is Salt and Pepper going to the box for that one. Diamond don't care. She's getting out of there.
It's a good move by the Houston blockers. One of the blockers fell who was about to bridge.
Yes.
They managed to stop Fiona long enough to not draw the out of play. Able to keep the tripod in front for the skater to get back up. There's the call off by Fiona. 1 point on the board.
Rocky leaving a blocker in the box, Houston starting with the pack advantage. Looks like we got Hallelujah up. I see Bustin' Beaver and Payo Dews and Dropkick Betty up there. Who's that fourth blocker?
Looks like Pink Flamingo back on the line for Rocky Mountain in red.
Oof. The very short versus the very tall. I always love this kind of jammer matchup. You really never know what's going to happen with such different skating styles. Oh, Holly's out. Toe work on the line. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lead jammer, Houston.
No.
Oh, no. Looks like a forearm. Darn. Okay.
Saw that on the inside of the track. We're going to see, is lead still open for Pink?
That's the question.
No, Pink does not have the star on. We're going 2 minutes on this jam.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
looks like a star pass.
Yep. So Pink saw the lead call, pulled off the star, handed it off
to Martinez.
Yep. So Martinez is now jammer. Obviously, star removal means that we have no lead eligible for Rocky Mountain. Penalty sent to the box. We're going 2.
Martinez looks like she's a decent jammer too, so I think it might be all right.
Well, when you get a team like Rocky Mountain, you hope your pivots can be nice and versatile.
Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly not a problem here. Pack splits, Rocky Mountain the backside. Houston not able to hold Martinez for that one. 4 more on the board for Rocky.
Okay, Holly's out. I guess they deemed that the initial, and she's on her scoring pass now. There's no lead, so it's just going to be who can score the most points. I see Beaver went to the box, but she's out now and returning to the track. Houston's going to need that defense. It's going to come down to defense and I think jammer penalties for this game.
And so far, the jammer penalties haven't seemed to add up yet.
No.
Again, we're going into Jam 9. Way too early to be making any kind of calls.
I don't believe a Houston jammer has gone to the box yet, and I think there's only been one jammer penalty so far for Rocky, or is it 2 cuts?
Couldn't tell you.
Not sure.
I can tell you Martinez had a nice spin move over here on turn 3, able to come out, picks up the 4 points for Rocky, 4 more, so that's 12. We're within 7 points into this jam.
Yeah, a less experienced jammer might have seen not seen Jersey Whirl go back, but Holly did, so she went all the way back. Looks like, was that a forearm call for?
Direction. Peyo Deuce just put a monster block. Looks like it turned into a stop block.
That's a thing.
Martinez working the outside line. That's 2 minutes. 4 fingers for Houston, 2 up for Rocky. 14-4.
Wow. 14-4. Yeah, so even though Houston came out of the box pretty hot, this is still going to be a very close game for these two teams.
And it looks like Emma, number 702 in black for Houston, up against number 31. That's Fiona Grapple again for Rocky Mountain. And there's a whistle and a dance break.
Dance break. Here's Kilstoy with the sick moves. They're going to watch this footage later and be like, what?
So this is an official timeout, and all of the refs called into the center.
Interesting.
So this is going to be it. We'll see what happens here.
Okay, looks like Slayer is going to switch with them appropriate, and she's going to jam against Fiona Grapple.
And as the refs work on that, want to shout out to Monster Muffin. Monster Muffin Clothing was born in 2004 and has been emerging from the underground fashion scene ever since. Rocky Mountain is sponsoring Monster Muffin Clothing, so check them out, Monster Muffin. Peyo Duels having a nice little dance moment with Kilstoy, even though being in the box. All right, everybody back to the line. All the refs are back out.
And we're off.
Fiona Grapple just to push to the outside. The Houston Jammer takes a forearm to the face.
Oh, wow.
No, excuse me.
Looks like a forearm for Slayer Moon.
So that was that low forearm. So that looks like that was actually the one that was called coming in earlier than the other.
Fiona Grapple still fighting with this Houston pack. They reform very quickly together. Oh, looks like a back block for 2x4s.
Fiona's still working. Rocky with some passive offense on the back. Fiona knocked out, decides to go ahead and come in behind, takes the offensive help. Lead is not open. We are going another 2-minute jam.
Here we go.
Wow.
Slayer hot out of the box, gets out of that pack, ready to score. She's got a minute 5 to do it. I just realized that Fiona Grapple and 2x4s have the same number, 3-1.
Fiona Apple inside line into the center of the track, picks up 4 points.
Fiona is lead. We didn't see that.
Fiona is,
Here we
okay.
go. Fiona is the lead. So it looks like she's gonna score as many points as she can. She wants that lead change.
And calls off the jam as Emma reapproaches the pack. In time,
Looks
1
like
point.
2x4s is going back to the box on what looked like a forearm call.
And on the jammer line, we're seeing Pink Flamin' go on the line again. And looks like Emma's back out.
Number 702.
Emma Prevention.
Appropriate.
And official timeout. And the refs are back in the center again.
Appropriate.
And as the refs get that lined up, we're going to do another shout out to Roller Derby Athletics. At Roller Derby Athletics, it's their mission to empower every roller derby athlete to be safe, strong, and unstoppable. Roller Derby Athletics wants to help every skater achieve their goals. They take the mystery out of cross-training, giving skaters the tools and inspiration to transform their game without a lot of equipment or time. So definitely check out Roller Derby Athletics. I know I've got a few friends that are skaters who are really, really big believers. it's awesome to see a cross-training setup that's actually designed for derby skaters instead of just weightlifting, hoping that it works.
Ass Kicker Activewear. Ass Kicker Activewear features positive.
And looking over real quick at the Twitch feed, hello to everybody out there.
Oh, hi.
84 different viewers out there. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Only 84. I'm kind of disappointed in Derby Twitter right now.
And then went to 82 when you said that, so that went well. If you're watching
I'm
the Twitch stream,
disappointed in Derby Twitter right now. No.
but they're not watching. If they don't know, and if they are watching, we love you.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you are watching, if you're going to the 82, you can hear us live, and you're not watching it later on, definitely remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free subscription.
Yes.
Put it out to 5 on 5. Go ahead and subscribe. You can do that through there, or just throw a subscription in there. This helps support the stream, helps support 5 on 5. Do more of this in this area. We've got a few different amazing streamers out in Northeast. We got Nerd Derby, a bunch of great streamers who are putting in their own time and money, just like your officials and volunteers are. So if you're loving this and you're enjoying this, throw a couple dollars at them, help them out, let them come back. Everybody's back on the line, but we're still looking. Okay.
Okay, looks like 2x4 is returning to the bench.
Yes. I was curious to see if 2x4 was leaving the venue, but no, back to the bench.
Back to the bench. Okay, so looks like there was a little bit of a clarification. I don't see that an official review was called by the Houston bench, but maybe the refs just decided, let's think about that.
Yeah, it looks like that was definitely ref initiated. So, okay, we got 80 skates back on the track.
We got, looks like Pink Flamingo up against Lulu Chop It. 2-2-1 versus number 7. Lulu in the back of the pack. Pink going straight to the front. Looks like Beaver's going to try and catch her. Ooh, very good. Lulu being pushed to the inside. But Pink Flamingo, is going to the box for a forearm. So Houston rushing back to play some offense for their jammer.
Lulu's working in the center.
Oh, but Lulu has taken off the stars, so this is going to be a 2-minute jam.
Mm-hmm. Again, we're getting a lot of penalties that are real quick on the lead call, so we're not sure, are these before lead? So lead is still open for the other jammer. No earned pass, so Lulu was knocked out of bounds, took a rocky blocker with her. So back on the track, here we go into scoring position. Meanwhile, Pink Flamingo standing in the box right in front of us.
Lulu being pushed outside, looks like motorbutt there.
Lulu back on the track. Flamingo's back on the track, coming inside. Houston does not
take a
see
hop,
it.
skipping a jump, spin move to the inside. Pink is out.
Heads up move by Pink Flamingo. Houston's blockers were doing, they were so focused on the offense, they were looking to the outside. Flamingo took the inside. There's the inside line again. 4 points on the board.
Seeing a couple of calls here. 2 Rocky blockers in the box, 1 Houston blocker in the box.
And blessings to our penalty box timers on that. All 3 blockers hit at almost the exact same time.
Yep. So Jersey World is going to have to return to the track until somebody stands up in the box.
Both jammers right next to each other, coming in hip to hip on turn 1. Flamingo with some offensive attack.
Okay, looks like
Lulu
these Rocky
recovers.
blockers returning to the track.
Lulu knocked out of bounds, but the Rocky blocker went also. High block call. It's going to send a Houston blocker to the box. Otherwise, we do have almost everybody back on the track.
Okay, and Jersey World going to take her turn in the box. She got the direction from the refs. I wondered if she was going to remember or not.
Flamingo picks up 4 more points, calls it off 12-4. Rocky takes the lead.
Lead change. First lead change in Jam 10. We've got 13:44 left to go in the game. Okay, looks like they're sending out Diamond. And
official timeout call.
okay. Okay, Make You Pay up for Rocky. This is the first time we've seen her this game.
And as we take an official timeout, we want to shout out to Adam Skates. Adam Skates provides industry-leading roller derby and inline speed skating boots, frames, plates, wheels, protective gear, and complete skate packages. So check out Adam Skates and their Savant wheels.
Folks, it's my pleasure to tell you about Roller Derby Athletics. At Roller Derby Athletics, it's their mission to empower every roller derby athlete to be safe, strong, and unstoppable. Roller derby athletics wants to help every skater achieve their goals. They take the mystery out of cross-training, giving skaters the tools and inspiration to transform their game.
All right, and we're 5 seconds in. Diamond Cutter on the line versus Make You Pain. Make You Pain's first time with the star. Man.
Looks like a quick hit by 2x4s to knock her right out of bounds, and then she tried to hit Killstoy and then landed on the ground. And honestly, you just shouldn't touch those two. Just don't touch them.
Diamond Cutter picks up lead. Houston.
Lead for Houston. Looks like Jammer's got the star off, looking to pass. Ooh, very close, but just inside. Out on her initial scoring pass now.
Just enough of a stutter on there. Makey Payne had the star off. Pivot was coming on the inside. Makey Payne went to the outside. Makey Payne pulled in just enough to make it look like the pass was about to happen. Came outside, broke free, put the pressure on. Diamond Cutter has to call off the jam with a small conference. No points for Rocky. Houston Jam ref
No
convenes.
points for anyone.
3 points
Oh,
for Houston.
3 points for Houston.
Yep.
Here we go.
Houston Jam ref was right
Lead
here in the penalty
change.
box.
Houston. I'm not mad.
Is this going to be one of those weekends?
I think it is.
Oh, my
Looks
heart
like Fiona
can't
Grapple
handle
and Emma Appropriate. Number 702 for Houston, fighting the top of the pack. Fiona at the back.
Split pack Houston's.
It's almost split. Arrakis is maintaining the pack there. Very nice spatial awareness. But
Yeah.
she's an engineer, so you got to have that, I think. Emma Appropriate is your lead jammer for Houston. Looks like Jersey Will's going to the box for Rocky. And
like
Fiona gets out fast on the outside. She's got her star in her hand.
a nice 2-for-1 for Emma. Not only did Emma get the lead out there, also drew the illegal contact penalty, so able to get a pack advantage.
Yep.
Emma taking advantage, only 2 red jerseys out and blocking.
Here we go. Emma's going to get those points. She's going to call it, and she's going to leave Rocky to start with 2 in the box. That stinks.
Nice strategy play. The bench had that scouted. Emma knew it was coming also, so that was fantastic.
And this is the kind of thing that I expect from Snick and Punch, so.
Slayer Moon on the line in black for Houston, up against Pink Flamingo in red for Rocky Mountain. The 2 Rocky Mountain blockers setting up on the pivot line. Offering a little bit of offensive help, hoping to get Flamingo out, able to form in front of Slayer. Slayer takes the inside, picks up lead. Houston.
Houston All-Stars.
Slayer coming around turn number 1. Flamingo still has not been able to get past the 4 Houston blockers.
Oh, man. You got to make sure you get Slayer all the way out of bounds. She does not do it.
Amazing stretch, 4
Yes.
points.
Looks like Pink's got the star, and Jen is going to push her almost out to the inside, but maybe not quite. She passes it to number 88, Shihu. And Shihu is your new jammer.
If the camera got that star pass, that's going to be GIF-worthy.
Right? That's going to be amazing.
That was a great star pass. It looked like it was almost in midair. Shihu came out with it, put the pressure on. Only 2 points going up on that pass for Houston.
I'm gonna
So
have
it's
to.
6-0.
I'm gonna have to remember that to tell Sprints later to give for us.
Hi, Diana. We'll see you then.
Yeah, right. 10. Houston versus Rocky Besterns.
Rocky Mountain looks like putting Fiona Grapple back out. Up
And
again
hallelujah.
for Houston.
Yeah. Okay, Holly's feeling up the back of the pack, you know, trying to like see who she can get by, and she does. She just pops right up the inside line. Lead jammer, Houston. But Fiona is right behind her.
Everybody move.
Everybody
Blockers get to
move.
the back.
Oh, looks like you're gonna see some points.
2 for Houston. What are we going to see in red?
2 for Houston.
2
for
in
Rocky. 56-45 for those who are not watching because they're busy or otherwise occupied. 56-45. We got about 9:18 left in the first half. This is Jam 14. Houston is in the lead. Looks like we've got Twilight up. I think this is the second time we've seen her jam this game.
Pink Flamingo does not have the star on helmet.
No, she doesn't. Where's...
Oh,
Oh,
I believe we're going to have a delay of game.
are we going to have a delay of game?
Pink Flamingo is behind the jam line, but does not have the star cover.
Oh.
And, yep.
Busted.
Oh.
So is the captain going to need to serve a penalty for this? We'll see.
Not gonna lie, this is one of those ones in the case book that I'm always.
I know. I'd be interested to talk to a ref at halftime and see what they think about it. Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
there we go.
Here we go. It's a thing. Captain number 215, Sylvia's Wrath, is going to serve a penalty for delay of game. Red Jammer did not have a star on at the beginning of the jam. I think everybody has a mistake like that in the game. You know, you're like, really? What's in my mind?
It was a lapse, and I think you and I had a great view on it because we're behind the jammers.
Right.
But the Rocky bench is in front. They're right at turn 1, so they were behind the pack. So I don't know if they saw it.
Maybe not.
But Flamingo did not have the heads up on him. It happens. Going to serve a 30-second penalty to the captain.
Twilight at the top of the pack. She is going to get a forearm call. Darn.
And
so
Flamingo,
close.
Flamingo almost pulled the star off
Almost
again.
did it.
Not sure if lead's open. Pack is moving back.
She is getting recycled. What is that call?
There's lead.
There's lead. There we go. Looks like NGen going to the box. I couldn't quite tell what that penalty was. So Houston pivot in the box. We'll see what happens.
Looked like an illegal position, but I can't tell you what it was for. Flamingo comes around, picked up 2 Rocky blockers on the way out from the box. So a little bit of help. Rocky's playing passive offense. Here comes a little bit of help against the 2 Houston blockers. There it is. 4 points for Rocky.
Force and kills doing. If you are just going to have 2 blockers, those are the ones you want to have.
So Flamingo saw, looks like Twilight did serve the full penalty. So Twilight came out of the box. Flamingo ices the 2 blockers in the box, though, giving a pack advantage of 2 blockers for the next jam.
So it looks like Helen Killer and NGen are in the box. NGen is the pivot. Lulu Choppit is the jammer for Houston this next jam. Fiona Grapple, 3-1 for Rocky. Score is 49-56. Rocky inching up there, hoping for another lead change soon, I think.
Here we go. Oh, Fiona just ran into, you want to talk about a wall.
Yeah. Between Peo and Beaver, forget about it.
Lulu cycled back just a bit, but Fiona takes advantage, picks up lead. Rocky Mountain.
It looks like Houston blockers are slowly returning to the track. Lulu is out on her initial scoring pass.
And Fiona's out of the pack with 4 points, sliced right through the black jerseys, puts the 4 points on the board. 3-point game, 7 minutes left in the first period.
You kind of wanted her to do one more pass, huh?
You know, we haven't seen the walls yet hold the jammer well enough that I think we can start seeing multi-pass yet. Totally could happen. Looks like team timeout called by Rocky Mountain. So yeah, that's one of those moments we're seeing those quick 4 points, a lot of 4-0s, a few that are 4-8, those kind of things. The 2-point jams have been the ones where we're seeing the large points.
Yeah.
So
and then a lot more people getting too comfortable and going to the box.
You know, the air conditioning
quite
in
a
this
few
building.
blocker penalties in the last few. But like, this isn't hot for Houston, you know? This is really pleasant for Houston. It's not even humid, you know?
Well, and with that many penalties, they still have a 3-point advantage. So,
true.
And of course, you always have, this is the first jam of the first game they played this weekend.
Yeah.
So it comes down to who's going to make adjustments at halftime, who's going to make adjustments tonight.
Right. And very similar styles of play. Everyone has very good footwork. You know, there are a few kind of ragged last-minute hits that are happening on both teams. Jammers are working overtime. Not too many jammer penalties, but the jammers are all pretty flexible, very good feet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've seen some great plays staying in. Official timeout call?
Okay, official timeout.
Looks like we've got a penalty tracker still confirming the numbers, so they're just making sure that there's no issues. And I think that's the thing with the score here. You said it a second ago. The matchup is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
The jammers, when one jammer gets out, the other one is not taking, they're not calming down, they're still out there fighting to get through. And on the same note, the blockers, when one jammer's being held up, the other team's blockers, so nobody's taking even a pass off at this point, which makes for a much more exciting game.
Yeah. I am checking out the hashtag Besterns 2019 tag on Twitter, so if you are on there and you want me to give you guys a shout out, let me know. Thank you for everyone who's watching today, and if you are not, please follow the @Besterns tag. They're doing a really great job doing the play-by-play.
Oh, play-by-play, as I said it earlier, they have an NSO's focus.
Oh, yeah.
Their live tweeter is
amazing.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, how did you get those tweets out that quickly? No, doing a fantastic job. And again, if you're watching this on Twitch, and even if you're watching it later on after the game's been recorded, go ahead and do a subscription to 5on5. Just support some roller derby. We need these streams. Everybody needs to be getting these games out here. We all want it as fans. I think there's, 3 different streaming. There was a B-team tournament up in Minnesota I saw. Support everybody. There's a lot of great volunteers. We need to take care of them. And as that gets taken care of, we're looking at 7:02. That's Emma back out for Houston. And Pink Flamingo, number 1 in red for Rocky Mountain. Both packs holding their jammers. Everybody piled up at turn 1. This is difficult for the blockers because they're blocking each other. And in a mash, but Emma's coming out one more. Oh, reform.
Oh, looks like a direction is being called on a Rocky blocker.
They're
Okay.
still holding.
Shihu's going back to the box. I think that's Shihu. Yeah, Shihu's going to the box for a forearm. And Emma Appropriate is your lead jammer for Houston.
38 seconds to establish lead. Pink Flamingo's also out, so both jammers in scoring position.
Emma's going to call the jam. Maybe she took a bad hit in there somewhere.
I did see her adjusting her wrist guard or elbow guard a moment ago. I don't know if that's something that played into the fact. It might have also just been Pink Flamingo is certainly not a slow jammer by any imagination.
Nope.
So it's one of those, I'll take a 0-0, we'll fight another jam.
Yeah.
You don't want to give up those 2 and 3 with a 3-point game like this.
Save your breath for the next half.
Right.
Yeah, Houston is 30 feet below sea level.
And at this point, we're a mile high.
We're a mile high.
I'm used to it.
Diamond cutter. Oh, almost on the
Fiona
inside,
grapple.
but Fiona, she's going to beat her just to the quick there. Both jammers are skating hard. Want those points. Oh, on the inside, Fiona's going to jump. She lands 1 foot on the ground. We'll see if she, yep, she gets the points. 4 points for Rocky. Lead
apex.
change.
Oh, man, that was a great
57,
apex.
56, 5 minutes left in the half.
Pull the tape on that jam. Fiona's work on the inside line on turn 2, fantastic. Came around, even full speed still. Apex hop here on 4 was picture perfect.
It looks like Shihu and Jersey Whirl are in the box for Rocky.
And we've already got, I'm seeing a blocker sitting at 5 for Rocky, so we got somebody in trouble with the first half.
I'm sorry, that wasn't Jersey Whirl, that was Martinez.
Ow.
For footage watching later. Pink is going to get a cut call. Wow.
Coming out of the pack.
Oh, and also,
Slayer Moon.
looks like a high block or blocking with the head. I don't remember. I just go to the box when they tell me to go to the box.
Jammer swap, we're going 2 minutes,
All right.
no lead.
No lead, jammer. Everybody serves like 2 seconds.
Slayer Moon in the penalty box. Not sure if it was she started to leave at on, but came back, circled back just a moment, able to come out, no penalty. Rocky comes out, or excuse me, Flamingo for Rocky comes out, clears initial, puts up the points. Here go, 4 on the board.
4 on the board for Rocky. Slayer's still fighting the pack. Oh, man.
Houston blockers came in just behind Slayer, who was in the Rocky tripod. Pile up, coming into the apex.
Everyone's trying to reform and figure their lives out. Pink is still at the front of the pack. She wants out. She's getting those points. 4 more points for Rocky.
Fantastic spin moves. Able to come right off the blocker, turn to the inside or the outside, leave them behind. Slayer's taking the star off. The problem is Houston just sent Engine their pivot to the box, so there's nobody to star past.
So she should maybe put it back on. Okay, looks like a very fast call I didn't see, but the Rocky pivot is going back to the box. That would be Shihu. And Pink doesn't matter, though, because Pink's just running laps at this point. She's got 12 points so far.
Another apex jump for 4. Slayer puts the star back on. That's initial pass clear.
Finally. And we've only got 10 seconds left, so she'll be lucky if she can get a couple of points. There's only 1 Houston blocker on the track.
And this jam's going to end. Oh, it looks like, okay, yes, Houston did release 1 blocker, so they are going to have 2 going into the next jam.
No, they'll have 3. I just see Helen Killer in the box there, and then Shihu Rocky is standing.
Ah. So no pack advantage or disadvantage. 16-point jam for Rocky, though.
So we're just going to do a 3-on-3 drill.
But we'll do that after an official review called by Houston.
Oh, here we go.
So while the official review gets worked on, we're going to shout out to Ass Kicker Activewear. Ass Kicker Activewear provides positive, uplifting messages and are designed to fit all body types. You'll love the feel of their soft, flowy fabrics. Once you try them on, they swear their shirts will quickly become your favorites. Work hard, play hard, kick ass. That's a fun sponsor read. I like that.
Right? You're allowed to say that one on broadcast.
I'll
huh?
take that.
Oh, look, we have a referee coming to tell us what's going on. Using the official review as a timeout.
And I apologize to everybody that I just caused to do a volume check, because holy smokes.
That hurt me so much.
So here's my question. I've never skated. I've never coached.
Okay.
You got the insight on this. Do you want to review something? I mean, you get the 30-second, or you get the minute for the official review as the timeout. Don't you want a few more seconds?
You do, but also sometimes you got two and a half minutes left in this half, and I don't know if I would have used it as a timeout for this one, but sometimes you just want a break and you don't want to use one of your stoppages because you might want them later.
And it makes sense. I
And
definitely
you don't want
understand.
to have to draw all the refs in for something that's kind of spurious, right? So,
Makes sense.
all right, looks like we got Hallelujah
And Fiona Grapple.
and Fiona Grapple.
Picks up.
But,
D-Jam.
but Holly is the lead here.
Oh, Holly, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah. So she's going to call it. Oh, so I think what I'm thinking happened, Holly got lead, we missed it, and she got swallowed by the pack again, and then Fiona got out.
Heads up play by the Jammer refs, or not play, but heads up by the Jammer refs to make sure that was correct.
Yeah, and someone can tell me on Twitter later if I was wrong.
Hashtag Besterns 2019.
Looks like we got Pink Flamingo up again, and Diamond Cutter for Houston.
Diamond Cutter with the oh-so-shiny elbow pads and full shin and knee guards.
Yes.
Hockey style.
Those shin guards are separate from the knee pad. Wild Bill at Pro Design makes them.
Flamingo emphatically taking lead. Jammer put Engine on the floor.
Wow. And then Diamond Cutter is out on her initial. Oh, Pink is going to call it. Oh, goodness gracious.
No, Pink-
Yep, low block going right to the box.
Yeah,
That was, oof.
That's a tough one. The apex jumps had been working to this point. Just took one, came in too low,
Yep.
fell down, took out the
Hit
blocker.
somebody, yeah.
So that's lost lead, 2-minute jam. So this is going to take us into the second period.
And this is going to give Houston a chance to get those points back. Because
Houston-
Rocky is now in the lead, 73-60.
Houston set up with some passive offense, then
Okay,
came
she's
through.
in. She's still in. She's still in.
She's wondering. She's not sure.
Yeah, if you're not sure, yeah, just
Just
kind of.
be safe. So Houston has a Rocky blocker in the back,
Yes.
but it's enough to make Diamond Cutter wonder, where was she when I came out? So
Right.
Diamond Cutter wisely.
And it's hard to know
Yep.
because these Rocky blockers are crafty. All right,
goes
Pink
to
is
the
out on the inside. And Jen going to play some offense for Diamond. Although at this point I might take off the star, but there are only 14 seconds left in this jam.
There it is. the apex.
Another apex jump for Pink Flamingo.
Just had to recalibrate that a little bit, get it back on course.
Okay, star passes happen. Engine has the star. But this is going to be called, oh, I'm sorry, I saw the wrong clock. The period clock has run out. We have 20 seconds left in this jam.
So Engine's going to go ahead and try to get one pass coming around turn 4. Pack set up on turn 2. Red jersey's moving to the front. Engine hits it knocked out of bounds with an illegal contact penalty.
Wow.
So that was enough to release Engine, putting up 4 more points on the board for Houston.
Okay, so it looks like we've got maybe a 12-8 jam in favor of Houston.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think looking at when the 4 points came up, it was an 8-8. The 4 went up. That's 12-8.
There we go. 68-81.
13
Rocky.
points. Ooh.
Okay, well, that brings us to the intermission. We are going to take a break, and we will be back shortly.
Talk with you soon.
Bye. And we're back.
Hi.
Hi.
I found there's a volume control on my headphones. That first half was really loud. Okay.
So a couple of stats we picked up from the NSOs. Lovely, lovely NSOs we have here. So Houston ended that one with 20 penalties. Unfortunately, 6 of those penalties were jammer penalties. And Rocky ended the half with 23 penalties, but only one of those I actually think was a jammer penalty. Let me look again.
So, I mean, it's not a bad breakdown for Rocky. It kind of gives you an idea of the 13-point.
5 jammer penalties for Rocky. I'm sorry.
So 5 and 6. Okay.
Yeah, 5 and 6. So both teams are pretty even out, pretty even there with the not following the rules. But we're seeing a lot of forearms.
That's
Remember the
derby
rule
right
changed
now.
this year, yeah. So we have to be careful of who we touch and when we touch them. So hopefully both teams will adjust on the forearms.
It looks like Martinez is the only one in any kind of danger on Rocky Mountain for both teams, actually. Martinez sitting at 5 penalties. I'd mentioned that I'd seen a signal that somebody was at 5 penalties. Looks like it's Martinez. Rocky Mountain, they're getting great pivot play, so I don't think this is something to panic over, although Martinez has been a very effective jammer after the pass. So, again, they know it more than I do about how strategize that, so they're going to be fine.
And then only 3 Houston blockers are sitting on 3 penalties, and that's the most that anybody has. And everybody else is just kind of a smattering 2, 1.
I think anybody will take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get your
that's
3.
A good game.
And it's not a surprise that forearms are high. That's kind of the
a couple of
penalty?
directionals. Mm-hmm. So just adjust the level of force that you use when you're blocking certain people.
I think you got to be happy if you're a jammer or you're a coach that you're not seeing cut penalties. Nope, we have a ref.
We have a ref visiting. Hello. So it looks like Houston did call an official review at the end of the first half. They were looking for Rocky called an official review. Yes, they were looking for a cut on number 43, Diamond Cutter, the jammer who was on our initial pass, but the refs reviewed it and they did not agree that it was a cut. So the no call will stand, and their official review is not retained for the first half.
For clock management, I'll give them that. You've got that official review sitting there. Why not use it in the first half?
Why not try for something like that?
Yeah. You can start the first half with a full power jam.
Power jam, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it looks like we got Fiona back up for Rocky and Slayer up for Houston. What were you going to say?
No, that was one of those things. I know clock management, there's been a discussion of the season of moments on that. I think that's fantastic. You don't get to take the extra official review over. So, hey, if you got an opportunity to go ahead and start out with a 30-second power start going into the second period with a 13-point lead, why not?
Yeah.
All right, we're looking at about 8 seconds, 7, 6. We are almost ready to get going again. Rocky is going to start out with 1 blocker in the box, make you pay in the box. Getting a nice cool breeze through the venue in lovely Denver.
It is starting to cool off. I think it is going to be a big thunderstorm later.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I come from the desert. Any moisture whatsoever, even though if the humidity goes over 20%, I start to gasp and wheeze. So look forward to that this weekend.
All right. Just, I think, waiting on the officials now to get going. A couple last-minute adjustments, questions.
Emotional outbursts.
Huh?
Emotional outbursts.
Emotional outbursts, yes.
General wellness checks. And let's see here. Got some HRD fans in the chat. Hello.
Hello.
I saw a certain high-level derby referee in the chat.
Oh, I see Madcap. Hi, Madcap.
And we are off.
All right, Slayer at the front of the pack. She's pushing on that Rocky tripod, trying to get them separated. And it looks like Fiona's fighting a really tough Houston pack, but Slayer is going to be your lead jammer for Houston.
And as we mentioned it, headed to the box right now, Martinez for Rocky. So that's going to be Martinez's 6th.
6th penalty.
So Slayer's going to take advantage of that. Coming through just barely knocked down, comes down again.
Fiona is out on her first scoring pass. So I think Slayer's going to get those points. She's going to call it off. because why not? But not before Killstoway is sent to the box for a penalty. So Houston will start short one blocker.
So then actually 2 blockers down. Oh, Houston's down 1, excuse me.
And Rocky's down 2.
Yep. There's a whole lot of jerseys right over here. Hi. All right, so 4 points on the board for Houston. It's going to bring the deficit to 9 points.
Okay. Still going to be a close game. Hallelujah.
we got a little bit of time.
Hallelujah getting low, getting ready. Pink trying to meet her down there.
I was going to say, if Pink can get as low as Holly, I'm going to be very impressed.
I am impressed. All right, Holly's out for lead, but Pink Flamingo is also out right behind her. So it looks like we're going to try and see some points happen. And hopefully maybe Holly get that other blocker out of the box.
Houston puts their 2 blockers to the front. Pink with the apex hop.
Ooh.
I heard a whistle, though.
Pink Flamingo is going to go to the box.
Nope.
No?
Maybe.
Oh.
Pink is
Yes.
whistled, yes, on
Cut.
a track cut. Yep.
There we go.
I was wondering, I thought the skate was down, but I'm not the ref, so I'm not calling the penalty.
So I think what it was is Cat Sargent called it, but maybe Pink didn't hear, and then her jammer ref let her know.
Right. Yeah, they passed and that's been a fantastic. We're only 2 games into the weekend, but
Yeah.
big props to the skating officials this weekend.
Yeah.
They've been relaying penalties very well.
Yes, definitely.
The venue's a little difficult for skaters to hear, and
Yes.
as fast as they've been running, they're running past their refs half the time. So they are relaying well. Everybody's been safe so far. This is fantastic. That said, Holly calls off the jam, picks up 4 points. I'm also seeing 4 going up for Rocky.
How?
How did Rocky pick up the points?
Did she get those points before she fell? and
Must have
went
been
to
a
the box?
pocket. So was the track cut after a successful apex hop?
That is a good question. If anyone on Twitter or Twitch is watching, let us know. Because we missed that.
And there's a whistle for official timeout. Yeah, so I have a feeling the officials are asking the exact same questions
Yep.
we are.
Yep, I have a feeling.
Of course, I have a lot of feelings that are
I have
incorrect.
so many feelings right now.
So at
Those
the
aren't
end-
the right points.
Right. At the end of it, as long as it's correct,
Oh.
I'm just like, doesn't work in my head, but there's a lot of things that don't work in my head that are completely correct. So I'm gonna defer to the people who actually know their job. And my job is to talk about our sponsors. So we're gonna head and send a shout out to, we've already talked about them, and we love them dearly. If you are here in Denver, I'm going to do this as a shout out from somebody from New Mexico, Breckenridge Distillery. Be sure to check out the bar here if you are in Denver. If you're headed to the venue tomorrow and you're not here now, make sure to check out the bar, Breckenridge Distillery. Get a mixed drink, the world's highest distillery.
See who else I can recognize off of this Twitch stream. I see the big O. Hello, O. How are you?
Yeah, I don't do shout outs even though. Hi, Ashley. Good luck tomorrow with your game. All right, and looks like yes. Okay, so we still have the points on the board. Houston
Okay.
still has 8 points from that jam.
But Pink is in the box, so this is a power jam. Emma Appropriate is the jammer, and she is lead. Looks like Beaver is released from the box to rejoin. Now we have, Engine's going to the box. It's okay. Everybody drills with 3 skaters a lot, so it's nothing new there.
Emma's not terribly worried. I think Emma's come out a couple times with a pack disadvantage. Not a problem. Though was knocked out of bounds. Rocky comes to the back of the pack, recycling back probably about 40, 50 feet. Emma coming back in, turn number 1. Pink's back on the track. Everybody's set up between turns 1 and 2. Pink trying to push forward.
Yeah, I see Killstoy, Beaver, and Force out there. Oh, I see a track cut being assigned to Killstoy, so she will go to the box.
And Pink's through for initial pass with the star off. Emma saw her come and called off the jam in time. Great
Just
call
in
off.
time. So she is going to pick up a couple of points for Houston. Looks like 3.
Yep.
0 points for Rocky. 83 to 85 Rocky. I think we're going to see a lead change, but don't quote me.
Would you? What? Rocky's going to watch this later and be like, why was she talking about a lead change?
What is she talking about? Yeah.
So we're not there yet, but
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We've got Fiona grapple up with Slayer Moon, 31-91.
so Rocky lately, we've seen a lot of the plays. Rocky's putting a tripod in the back and an offensive help in the front.
Right.
This especially is a nice play when you're running. Houston's only got the 2 blockers on the track, so why not send a red jersey forward? Rocky drops a bridge, and it's enough. Fiona's able to pick up. Lead jammer says.
There. But Slayer is out. She's got the star off, but she will put it back on. You very rarely see Slayer pass the star. Very rare.
Houston's trying to run their 2 blockers forward. Here come the 4 red jerseys for offensive help. Fiona is free and calls the jam.
Beautiful offense. I love when stuff like that happens right in front of us. We can be like, we saw exactly what happened there.
And I can tell you, the coaches are happy about that. That's the kind of play you run in practice, and you're like, this is going to be great every time. And it works maybe 1 in 10. Oh, that camera went flying. Hello.
Oh, goodness. And it looks like Peo is going to go back to the box for Houston, leaving them with 3 blockers. Uh-oh.
And official timeout call.
Official timeout.
A little bit of confusion. I saw Engine was on the back of the track.
Yeah.
Over.
It looks like Peo was sent at the very end of the jam, so I think easy to be confused there.
Makes sense.
And it looks like they're sending out Holly to jam, and I see number 3-4, Massacre for Rocky. Have we seen Massacre jam yet today?
I don't believe
I don't think so. Okay, Holly right there. She's waiting. She's getting low.
Got that nice low speed skate position.
Everybody's so ready that you want to yell boo. All right, Massacre up against this tough Houston tripod. Holly just barreling through the back of the pack there, trying to keep them separated enough to get through.
Houston doing a fantastic job letting the Rocky Mountain offensive help just slide through the tripod. They're releasing the offensive help and catching the jammer. So a fantastic job keeping Massacre where they want her.
Okay, and looks like Holly is going to be recycled. I think I saw a quick no pass, no penalty hand signal from the jam ref.
I almost thought it was number 99. It looked like it was Peo, Make You Pay.
Oh, Make You Pay, yeah.
Trying to draw a fake cut there, but she didn't
Something.
fall for it. There it
So
is.
there you go. Hallelujah is your lead jammer for Houston. Peo returned to the track. I'm seeing
That's a star pass.
Oh, another star pass to Shihu. Rocky blocker going to the box, number 8-6, Assault and Peppa. But Holly is going to call that one.
Going to ice 2 red jerseys in the penalty box. We have 2 Rocky Mountain blockers who are
And pick
headed
up
to the box.
4 points. This is a 2-point game. I have so many feelings about this. 87 for Houston, 89 for Rocky. This is too exciting.
I just hope everybody loses.
No.
Okay. I hope everybody wins.
I hope everybody wins and everybody has fun.
Okay. I didn't say anything about fun. I hope they have fun, but I don't really want either team to win or lose because I'm just having a ball with this. And if this is how this weekend's going to be between this and the game we saw before, yeah.
Oh, man. Fiona tries to hit Twilight. I see number 2 there for Houston, but she's like, all right, I'm going to fall, but inbounds, and I'm going to get leads. So there you go.
Fantastic fake out. And Fiona with the apex hop.
Two apex hops.
It's something in the air up here that Rocky Mountain just loves hopping that apex.
I think it's a thing.
So-
It is a fun track to skate on.
A mile-high altitude thing.
Oh, wow.
And knocked out of bounds.
Calling it off. 1 point for Rocky, and I'm waiting for the jam ref for Houston. 4
There's the 4,
points.
yep.
There we go.
So-
Is it going to be a lead change? Yes.
Yep, there
yes,
it is.
Lead change.
So this is one of those, almost a bittersweet moment. As a blocker for Rocky, you got to be happy you took out the Houston Jammer and made them call the jam.
Right, it looked great.
Problem is that you still iced 2 of your blockers. They're both standing, but they're not on the track at the moment. So
Yeah.
Pink Flamingo is going to try to take advantage of it up against, I believe that's Emma again. Penalty box is clear. Everybody's back on the track. Yes, that's Emma up in the front.
Okay, looks like we're going to see some offense for Rocky for Pink Flamingo, but it's not quite going to work out because you see 2 by Force and Helen Killer right there. Oh, no. Looks like a low block for Pink Flamingo. She's going to the box. Power jam for Houston.
Lead and power jam. Emma's got to love this feeling right now.
Yeah.
All kinds of offensive help coming from Houston. Drop back a little bit.
Give your blockers time to work.
Fantastic work by Houston's blockers.
Yes.
You could see they were like, okay, hold back enough. She didn't get the big push on the other blockers, so then they moved in almost instantly.
Nice patience.
Absolutely.
And it looks like they've iced Pink Flamingo in the box. She is standing, so it won't be too much of a power jam, but it is still a power jam. They must be feeling lucky with that defense being able to stop her.
And
Okay,
timeout
timeout.
called.
Timeout Rocky.
I mean, you've got a power start situation. Who do you put out there? Houston
Slayer
sending out
Moon.
Slayer Moon.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. So as we take a break here with the team timeout and let everybody get their bearings, big shout out to 5on5 Media. 5on5 is a skater-produced online flat track roller derby magazine featuring articles to promote the sport through the derby community. Available on iPad, iPhone, and online via the App Store. I mean, we all have our jokes about how many times we get a news story and it's always inevitably, oh, girls hitting each other. Oh, do you wear fishnets? Do you smack each other? 5-on-5 is legit derby, giving the respect due to skaters.
Legit.
So check them out. There's a little love for announcers out there every so often. I've seen some fantastic articles written by some pretty amazing announcers that I look up to regularly. And we're looking at 5 points. Let's see what's going on in the chat.
Y'all going to have to stop complimenting me on Twitter. I'm going to blush.
I just don't even look. Because I'm going to be like, man, why am I sitting next to her? I don't deserve it.
I know, right? Shout out to Roulette Wheels from Naptown Roller Derby.
Shout out to Naptown. They're having
Shout
one
out to Naptown.
hell of a season. All right, Slayer Moon's back out. Here come all the blockers from the pivot
Here
line
come
to the
all the
jam.
blockers. Everybody backed up.
Slayer's
Nice-
like, isn't that my job?
A nice dynamic start there. But Slayer don't care. She's getting out. She's getting that lead jammer. Pink Flamingo is taking off the star.
Pink Flamingo's like, I'm not playing this.
"We'll see. We'll see."
Immediately followed by Shihu, who is the pivot.
Yes.
And that worked. That got Flames out as jammer, finishing initial pass. Star goes back on the helmet.
Wow. She almost
Yep.
saved it, but she is going to call it. No points for Pink Flamingo.
Heads up
4
awareness.
points.
Fantastic job by Slayer. Whew.
Okay, well, everybody appears to be one more in the box.
Got a good view here. Looks like Bustin' Beaver for Houston in the box. That's going to be a pack disadvantage.
I think that puts her at 5.
I couldn't tell you.
I think it does.
All right. I'm not going to lie. I actually just noticed Bustin' Beaver's fantastic, also sparkly gear. And on the jammer line, we are looking at, is that 2? That's not 2x4. You were right. We got 231s. Fiona Grapple out.
I'm looking at the Twitch stream here, and our friend Mel in Houston, she said she just had to take her anxiety medicine because this game is too much. I agree. If I had anxiety medicine, I would also take it.
Hallelujah. Picks up lead jammer. Yeah, if you think this one's bad, go back and look at the Happy Valley Evil game that was before this.
Yeah.
Derby. All right, Hallelujah's in the middle of the pack. Everybody's full speed.
Oh,
Big hit.
hitting the wall. I think that's the first wall hit that I've seen this tournament.
A Salt and Pepper from Rocky Mountain. If I had a hat, I'd be tipping it.
Yeah,
'cause,
right?
Oh, my God.
It's
Yeah.
still going to be 2 points for Houston. They have hit the century mark. 101 Houston to Rocky's 90 points. Got 19:50 left to go in the second half. It really is anybody's game. We got Lulu chopping up with
Looks like, is that Sissy
Sissy
Ringshaw?
Ringshaw. Yes, I
Nice.
believe this is the second jam she's jammed in.
Lulu going right into the center of the Rocky Mountain tripod. Sissy working the inside line, knocked out of bounds, takes a blocker with her, but there was a reform in front.
Here we go. Sissy is getting recycled back. I see Arrakis with the pivot hat on. Just right on her. And then Peyo.
Lulu
Right.
comes through, lead jammer.
Oh, it looks like Beaver is going back to the box. That's got to be 6.
Beaver running a little slow, too. I think there was a pretty good hit on that also. Lulu comes through, puts up 4 points. Sissy right behind, clearing initial pass. Everybody's in scoring position. Houston blockers in the back, Rocky in the front.
Big hit back. Both jammers get hit out to the outside.
Lulu was not playing. Get your points and call it. So Lulu's still got the jam running.
Yeah, why not? You got lead. Go long. Get some points.
Absolutely.
Here we go. And she's out. Nice lean.
4 more on the board. Sissy's still in the pack. There it is,
There we
inside
go.
line.
4 points for Sissy. Oh, no, she's past the star? No, that's her. She's just got it on sideways.
Yeah, had it removed, put it back on, turn the
Yeah.
star the other direction. Ooh. Big hit right here at turn 3.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Lulu gets a little help up. Kind of gave the look of, give me a sec.
Yeah, I know that look. I've done that look.
Kind of gives the Arrakis, just give me a moment. Let me think about what just happened and catch my breath.
Yeah, it's still going to be 11-4 jam in favor of Houston, 112-94. I think if Houston keeps it pretty clean, they have a good shot at winning this whole thing.
Still haven't been able to pull away quite yet. The
Not
Rocky
quite,
Mountain's
yeah.
staying there.
Well, I don't think Rocky's going to let him really pull away too far. We see M Appropriate out there against Fiona Grapple. Both jammers working hard. Rocky is playing some offense for Fiona. I see that's looks like 737 Daisy Danger.
And why not run that? The tripod's holding perfectly in the
Yeah,
back.
very, very good. But also some very good threading by Daisy Danger. All right, Emma's got the star off. She's looking to pass.
Fiona's got lead. Outside line just knocked out of bounds by number 31. The other 31, this one 2x4s.
All right, looks like Rocky's been practicing this one-person offense. And it looks like Daisy again. The dedicated O. Woo.
Big hit to the inside of the track. Looks like, yeah, that's... You
Jersey
see a
Will
hit like
going to
that,
the
somebody's
track.
going to the box.
Yeah, it's his Jersey Will going right to the box.
And hopping a skip.
Kilstoy going in the box for Houston.
Oh, that was a kill shot. Number 29 in black. That is, I haven't called this name, so I feel bad. Because there's no 29. Who was that?
898. Italian Killer.
No, Dropkick Betty, I believe.
Dropkick Betty, yeah.
929. Went for the kill shot right on the straightaway. Just barely missed it.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite hits. Old football fan. I love to see a good hit.
Okay, looks like we got 2 Rocky blockers in the box and 1 Houston blocker.
And a timeout.
And a timeout
By
for
Houston.
Houston. Whew. I can't remember that NSO's name, but I love her shoes.
Oh, Ultraviolet Blue?
Ultraviolet Blue, yes.
Yes, our jam timer out there with amazing
Wonderful.
platforms.
Wonderful. I love it when tall people wear tall shoes. That's my favorite.
And I'm gonna,
Get taller.
as a friend to officials,
Yes.
to see the non-skating officials especially tower over the skaters and the skating officials, just it's a beautiful little,
certain-
yeah,
Kind of like joy.
a certain je ne sais quoi to see them tower over.
Yes.
I usually am taller than skaters, even with their skates on, so it's nice to see an official just kind of. And it looks like we're coming out of the timeout. As we do that, shout out to Rockstar Bearings. Rockstar Bearings is one of the premier providers of precision skate bearings that are light, durable, and long-lasting. They're the perfect bearings whether you are upgrading or in the market for your first set. So check them out, and thanks for sponsoring Besterns 2019. Next whistle starts the jam as everybody takes the track again. 2 red jerseys in the box, 1 black jersey in the box, and we're going to see Twilight up against Fiona to grapple.
I think this is her third or fourth jam in this game, which is really great for a skater. This is her first sanctioned game. That's really exciting. You got especially against some great jammers and great blockers.
And especially with this being the first game of a tournament also, her
Right.
confidence has got to be fantastic right now.
Yes.
She's playing very well. Right there, Fiona comes out just a couple inches ahead.
Oh,
Fiona, though, that's that veteran. All right, you want to go
all right,
hang?
let's go. Let's go. And then I guess there's a Rocky cheer every time someone hits a wall, so that's cute.
Well, I believe they just installed the new wall this week.
They did.
This lovely barrier that's
Yep.
saving our tails.
They were still installing it Wednesday when we were at scrimmage.
So yeah, it's kind of one of those, all right, is anybody going to go over it hockey style? And so far, nobody has, and I'm glad to see that.
Yeah, most of the facilities work is actually done by the Denver men's team, Ground Control.
Yeah.
So shout out to Ground Control for taking care of the place and setting up walls and making sure the benches aren't wonky.
On the jammer line, looks like Diamond Cutter's back out, and number 34, the Massacre.
Yeah, looks like the second jam for Massacre this game. Diamond Cutter don't care. She's getting out on that inside. Nice, quick toe stop work, and she's out.
How do you block that? Just
It's
toe
very
stops.
hard.
Oh, man. I think that was almost a little bit of a jersey grab on her team. That's beautiful.
Yep.
Diamond picking up the lead, back in scoring position.
Oh, and is there a star pass? Is that what I'm seeing right here? Yes, there was. It looks like the star was passed to the pivot,
And then a penalty.
but she's gotten a penalty now. That is Daisy Danger, and she has gone to the box.
So a power jam for
Houston.
Diamond Cutter. One more hit. Oh,
Ooh,
Diamond,
so
you have
close.
got to take her all the way to the line.
Yep. You have to make sure.
Amazing handwork by the Rocky Mountain blockers, Theo.
Okay,
Wow.
she's out. 4 points. Just Rocky with the spacing. Just perfect.
Riot Earp on there. I actually thought a multiplayer might be coming, and just like that, Diamond just turns on the jets and flies past everybody.
Yep.
Riot Earp on there was the hands just pulled off at just the right time to make a good block, but not a multiplayer penalty.
It looks like a direction is going to be called on Engine. I think she hit Jersey well there. Daisy Danger out of the penalty box.
And out of the
Got
pack.
her initial pass. She's not lead, but she's gunning it.
Diamond Cutter's back in, starting to pass. Red jerseys, one set.
I see
pass.
Diamond Cutter calling it, but looks like the ref didn't see it in time, and Rocky is going to pick up 2 points.
That's one of those tough ones. You got to make sure that call signal's high enough for the ref.
Yeah, big arms.
I didn't see it. You did. So.
I saw it, yeah. Oh, I always look for it.
Right.
So that's going to be a 15-2 jam in favor of Houston, 127 and 102. It's a 25-point differential. Not comfortable, but better than nothing.
Rocky Mountain's going to send out Fiona Grapple to help cut that lead up against Slayer Moon in black for Houston.
Fiona going to assist her blockers there for a second, just before spinning around, getting out to the inside.
Oh, man.
But both teams are not covering those inside lines as well as they might want to be.
You almost got to wonder, it's one of those things with the penalty counts coming up a bit. We do have a few penalties, a few blockers that are at 5 and 6.
Yeah.
You got to wonder, is it that fear of the forearm, that extra push off there, or is it just fatigue? Both teams have been just hitting hard. And speaking of...
It's fatigue. Oh, it looks like Slayer is going to the box. She does have the star in her hand. Power jam for Rocky and lead. Fiona is the lead jammer.
So this is what Rockies needed. They've got 4, so it's 21 points. That's going to be 4 more. It's going to bring it down to a 17-point deficit.
Yep, a minute 10 left in the jam. And this is just what Rocky needs to close that gap.
Fiona coming into the pack with just enough speed to go ahead and coordinate with her blockers. Hit the pack, didn't get the push. Calls in the 4 of them. There it is, 4 more points. Engine doing what she could, being the last blocker. It's just so hard 1-to-1.
Yeah, looks like Helen Killer's gone to the box. 3 blockers for Houston, all 4 blockers for Rocky. They're going to play some offense for their jammer. Looks like Shihu getting in the way of her jammer a little bit there. It happens.
You know
Slayer's
what,
out of the box. She's fighting.
And that's the heads up for Shihu there. Shihu
Yep.
saw
She
Slayer come, and instead of releasing the offensive help,
Yep.
and it worked.
And it worked.
Fiona's out for 4 more. Slayer's
points.
still in the pack.
It looks like Slayer has passed the star to Engine, who's the pivot. And then Rocky is still like, okay, we're going to shut you down 2.
Here comes Fiona. 12 seconds left. 1, 2, 3. There it was.
There,
Outside
wow.
line.
Outside line, perfect. 4 more points for Rocky. This is a 20-point jam right now. So far, I think this might be the biggest jam of the weekend. Do we know?
Definitely of this game. I couldn't tell you what the last one, but you can hear the crowd here, the hometown. 20 points, like you said.
20 unanswered points.
Deficit.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Just 5 points. It was 25. Now it's 5.
Good old coaching 101. Give it to Houston here. Calm everybody down. Call a timeout.
Yeah, perfect. Break the momentum of Rocky if they can.
That's exactly what Rocky needed. We were talking about that 25-point differential.
Yeah.
All right, and as they get that, and as I try to calm down just a little bit
I know,
here.
right? I'm like, my heart's racing.
Shout out to Rydell and the Radar Wheels. Radar Wheels are some of the best high-performance wheels available. For 70 years, Rydell has been the leading innovator in the roller skating market. Rydell offers the finest skating boots available, so check out Rydell and thank them for their support of Besterns and Derby in general. All right, let's see what we got here. A little back and forth between some fans in the chat. I like it.
I think they're mostly Houston fans on the Twitch channel right now.
Were you trying to call out the... Well, the Rocky fans are in the building. All right.
Yeah, the Rocky fans are all here.
Yeah.
They're not watching, they're here.
So, you got one leading in-house and one leading on broadcast.
Yeah,
just like
there
the
you
announcers.
go.
I'll take it. On the jammer line, looks like Pink Flamingo, and I'm guessing from that low stance, that's got to be Holly.
That is Hallelujah, yes.
Oh,
Pink Flamingo out on the inside. Lead jam Rocky.
Nice assist by Riot Earp. Riot Earp just pushed in just enough, about 3 feet there.
Yep.
With plenty of room for Flamingo to take it. Pink comes in, hits that tripod, spins in, and the Houston blockers are not moving.
They'll move forward like a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, no, looks like Holly's going to the box for a cut call.
Power jam. Rocky, this is not what you want to see if you're wearing a black jersey with a 5-point deficit. The momentum and 4 points on the board. 1-point game.
Oh, Ice and Holly in the box.
Heads up play by Pink.
Whoa, 1-point game, and there's still 10 minutes to go. This is like way too exciting for me right now. I think I need to leave.
I better not.
Yeah.
You signed up for this. You got 2 more days.
Oh no, what have I done?
Can I go be a spectator now?
Yeah, I think I need to go.
Well, okay, so you're Rocky Mountain. You got the momentum. You've got a power start. You send out Fiona Grapple. Yeah, it's a pretty good move, I would say. Everybody setting up toward the pivot line. Rocky blockers on the inside line, getting ready to do a sweep.
Wow.
Picture
so fast
perfect.
lead.
Fiona applauding her
giving her-
blockers.
Giving a good clap.
Yep, I think if everybody could do a chef kiss at that moment, it would have been that. 'Cause,
Yep.
oh, textbook.
Oh, out of bounds.
Rackus just blocks.
Brutal. And Peo, I
There.
mean, all they need to do is glance you, and you're going out of bounds.
Oh, man.
All right, Holly back out. She's your jammer for Houston. She's going to come in hot.
Fiona calling in the reinforcements, tries to get the offensive help, but Houston's blockers have just tightened up.
Rocky blockers just knock Holly to the inside, to the outside. She looks like she is going to get a little offensive help from her friend Ruby Ridicule there.
Fiona's looking for the apex on the inside, comes to the outside after all.
It looks like a direction being called on number 99, Make You Pay. Ooh, shoulder hit from Arrakis just puts Fiona Grapple right on the ground on the inside.
Rackus coming to the bench just with the mouth guard smile. Actually, Pei
Yep.
coming to the bench with the mouth guard smile going, yeah, worth
Yeah, I did that.
it. There it is. 4 points by Fiona.
4
Calls
points
off
for
the
Rocky.
jam. All right.
No points for Houston, unfortunately, it looks like.
And what does that
4-0
mean?
Jam. Lead change.
Take a
Rocky
drink.
Mountain Roller Derby, 130 to Houston, 127. We still got 9 minutes to go.
Announcing is a young man's game and a young woman's game because holy smokes, I can't handle this much more tonight.
Yeah. I want to take melatonin before I go to bed.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. So it looks like we got M Appropriate up against Pink Flamingo. Is she just jamming every other at this point? Like, what's going on here?
It seems like it's a pretty quick
Am I just
rotation.
missing this?
No, I'm with you on that also. I was noticing as well. Pink's come out back to back early in the first half. But in the
Yes.
second period, it looks like it's been
Oh,
whoa.
almost out, but not quite. Force is going to recycle her back with Engine. And it looks like Killstoy is ready to catch. Oh, but it's not going to be enough. She's going to be out. Emma is lead, but Pink Flamingo is right behind her.
Emma spotted Pink coming through. Tells the blockers get to the front. Pack's moving full speed. Here we go.
Who can skate faster?
Pink's passing.
Oh,
Emma, I think
goodness.
gave up one. Yep.
1 point. Oh, wow. No points for Houston on that one, unfortunately.
That's hard because they were picking up speed on turn 2 on the
Yes.
straightaway, and then
Yes.
everybody hit the curve. That's so hard as a jammer.
It really is.
Maintain that control and get the call off.
So 131, 127. That's a 3-point lead for Rocky, for those of you who were just listening.
Fiona Grapple up against Diamond Cutter.
Gosh. This Rocky jammer bench is short, but strong.
Right.
Oof, big fall. Okay,
Make
looks
you
like Diamond's
pay.
trying the outside.
Yep.
Is she
going
gonna make it? Maybe, maybe. Yep.
There it is. Inside
Diamond
line.
Cutter, lead jammer.
Fiona still tied up, knocked out of bounds, has the star off.
Okay, star off. I see a Houston blocker going to the box for looks like a direction. That would be Ruby Ridicule.
And star pass is successful. There we go. Okay, so Rocky has changed jammer,
Okay, and She Who is now the jammer.
and she who's in front of Diamond Cutter. Diamond Cutter's calling off the jam.
I'm gonna call that. Why not?
Nice pressure
Nice.
on the star pass.
Tie game.
Oh.
131 to 131. 4-0 jam. Wow. Wow. This is Jam 18. We've got 7 minutes left in the second half.
And how's your Friday night going?
Whoa. I know. I'm like, let me take a deep breath for a second.
A little Grustraba moment.
Like, oh my goodness.
All right, so we just had a break with Rocky Mountain, so guess who's out there jamming now? Pink Flamingo. Pink Flamingo up against Slayer Moon again. We've seen this matchup a few times tonight. Slayer, some great lateral movement as Pink's knocked out of bounds, recycled all the way back.
We got a joker on the feed who says this is more exciting than Endgame.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Slayer coming around. Picks up lead for Houston. Pink has handed off the star, so it looks like Martinez now has the star for Rocky Mountain.
I don't think Martinez can afford to go to the box again.
Don't tell
Just a
her
hunch.
that either.
I won't tell her that. Slayer is calling it.
Slayer picks up the points, looks like.
You know, I want to say, you know, the OPRs are doing a good job of communicating when a jammer on the outside is calling it off. I just think it's really hard for the inside refs to see over all these tall skaters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Looks like a official review called by Houston coming into the center. And that's a hard one with the call off, and that's why it's funny. One of the teams locally in New Mexico had been talking about, are we allowed to tell the refs we want to call it? And it's like, well, yeah, if you're doing your
Yeah.
get your points and call it.
You can have a conversation with your referee.
Absolutely.
Sure.
You're coming in full speed and you're in the middle of the pack. Good luck talking to your jam ref.
Yeah, right?
But, you know how that goes. And as we take that moment, let's go ahead and shout out to Hit This Derby Gear. Hit This with that name. Proud to sponsor the Penalty Box, one of my favorite sponsors on there. So before you hit the track, Hit This Derby Gear offers a great selection of roller skating gear, so check them out. And again, thanks for sponsoring Besterns. So the official reviews in the center. And again, solid job to the officiating crews. Been doing a really good job. The official timeouts have come down quite a bit, so I'm guessing a lot of that is kind of coming into the calibration, making sure that everybody's on the same page. That's going to be locked in all weekend long, I've got to assume. They've been doing one heck of a job so far.
Shout out to all these Houston fans on the Twitch feed. I see you. I see Vigo power pack the rest of the game. I see Sydney there, who's his 2x4's wife, saying that Houston captain is hot. So that's definitely going to be on the footage watching later.
You can't say that. Wow, Madcap. Way to go on that one.
Wow, we're not going to repeat that on the stream.
All right, let's see here. And again, while we're looking at the stream, shout out to 5on5 Media. Check them out. Looks like 5on5's done one heck of a job building a following here. Keep it up. You can always follow on Twitch happily and especially subscribe. So if you've got a couple dollars, you want to go ahead and thank a group that's doing one heck of a job, not just on this stream, but in Derby in general, send them a subscription. If you've got Amazon Prime and you're not subscribed to anybody, you get a free Twitch subscription.
So you should subscribe to Twitch, to the 5on5 Twitch, but you should also subscribe to the WIFTA, the WFTDA.
Ah, the WFTDA,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's a good one, too.
With
So-
their Wednesday watch parties.
Yep. Very fun.
So absolutely keep an eye there. Thank you, Derby Apex. I'm pretty impressed that I got to be a part of this duo as well. A few of us were kind of losing our minds on Twitter when the new schedule came out, and finally I get to work with Chaikelski.
It all works out in the end.
Absolutely.
We're still waiting for the result of this official review.
Oh, that's intimidating. Johnny Pepper's watching. I think Scarlett O'Hurch is watching also.
I think she is.
Wait, you got Houston's
Hi, Scarlett. Hi,
all-star
Johnny.
amazing announcer.
Amazing announcers.
I shouldn't have looked.
Okay.
All right, we got
Here
an
comes the
official.
ref.
Nerd Rage back in the back providing
So it
solid
looks like
defense.
Rocky was looking for a cut call on.
Houston.
No, Houston was looking for a cut call on the Rocky Jammer in turn 1 of the last jam, but
Nope.
they said the initiator also went out of bounds, so there would be no call would stand, and they will lose their official review for the half. There are 5.5 minutes left in this half. All right.
3-point difference. Fiona Grapple in red for Rocky. Lulu chop it in black for Houston. And Fiona's got the L. Lead
Yep.
jammer.
Okay, seeing some penalties called. Okay,
Lulu.
it looks like Lulu's going to the box. This is a power jam for Rocky, just what they need.
So Lulu headed to the box with an illegal contact. Can't tell you which variation of that is. But Fiona now takes the lead with a 4-point pass coming back.
And that's going to be a lead change for Rocky, 135, 134. Still got a minute and 6 left in this jam.
So that's a great strategy by Rocky Mountain, and it's working.
It is.
The jammer comes in on these power jams. Fiona hits the blocker. This time it was Arrakis, which you can guess how that went. Arrakis didn't move. Fiona pushes. If the jammer's able to push the blockers, they'll keep the passive. But almost immediately, like we called out earlier with Houston, if the blockers don't move, here comes the help.
Okay, it looks like Lulu's still trying to pass to Arrakis. She can't quite get her hand in there.
Meanwhile, Fiona's like, I haven't done an Apex hop lately.
Yeah, right?
How about now?
Lulu's out now. It looks like this is her initial. She just passed. She just did her initial pass.
Fiona's
So
in
she's
the
going to
center.
score now.
Gets the points, calls the jam.
Calls
Thought that was
it.
coming. 16 points.
16-0. Rocky Mountain 147. Houston 134.
Holy
Oh
smokes.
my gosh.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
All right, so we've seen Rocky. I believe Rocky had the 20-point jam earlier, right?
They did.
So a 20 and a
Yeah.
16, and that gets you a 13-point lead
Yep.
with just under 4 minutes. So here we come into the probably, last 3-4 jams,
Yeah, we'll
depending.
see what happens.
Number 5 in black, that's Hallelujah. Number 99 in red, Make You
Yes.
Pay, wearing
Make
the
You Pay.
star.
Yes. She's only
Nice.
jammed a few, but she's been very solid, and I think she was a pivot a couple of times, too.
Absolutely. Make You Pay's been playing fantastic as a blocker and pivot. I'm a little surprised playing somebody who's been primarily pivot and blocker as a jammer. Make You makes the star pass.
Oh, wow, Holly going all the way on the outside and just darts in at the last second, just passes up that Rocky tripod.
Daisy Danger now the jammer of record for Rocky. Hallelujah coming back in.
She could have jumped that. She could have jumped.
Do a spin. Outside line to the inside.
Oh, falling.
Felt that rope under the toe
know.
guard. You can almost see it.
Yeah,
Everything's on the straightaway in front of us, so all I can see are jerseys going back and
right.
forth.
You know, it's fun. After a while, you do get a very good spatial sense for where the line is, and you see people not even looking down. They don't even really feel it anymore, but you know that's where it is.
It's a sign of amazing practicing and great coaching.
Mm-hmm.
That these things, you can tell these are not skills that are practiced just in game day.
Okay, Holly trying to get on the inside.
Oh.
But that blocker also goes out of bounds, but the other blockers are just going to recycle her back.
I'm guessing, from what I could see here, it looks like Make You Pay was actually sacrificed there.
Yeah, I
Make
think
You Pay was
so.
on just
Oh.
enough, and the other blockers went, here, you go.
You go. All right, so it looks like Holly's still going to, no, she's going to call it. She's had enough. She got 4 points. Looks like Rocky's going to pick up 3 points.
Great work by Rocky Mountain there.
Okay,
Houston
eight
needed
point
to
game.
put them up, yeah.
Yep,
Houston
So-
needed that, wow.
8-3. They won the jam. They brought it a little closer.
Oh, God, it's 8 points with less than 2
Oh, my
minutes.
God.
I'm not asking
Two-
for a blowout by any means.
I know, right?
Oh, my Lord.
With 2 games in a row where it's just nail biting. So I think this whole weekend is going to be like this.
Can we send a shout out then to the tournament coordinators of Besterns 2019 for putting these teams together?
Yes.
This is going to be the second one. This one's going to be tight. Diamond Cutters out. Gets lead, but knocked down. Fiona Grapple came out for Rocky. Did not have lead, but was still standing.
Killing
Diamond
time.
immediately called the jam wisely.
Man.
Yeah, that was one of those,
Okay.
I am not going to be able to put points on the board faster than they are here. Call the jam.
Okay, it looks like a timeout has been called by Rocky.
Yep.
This is their last timeout. They do still have their official review.
Okay, so the clock. So you got to wonder, with an 8-point lead, just over a minute, you stop the clock, making sure you got the right skaters on the track on that one. It's kind of a.
Well, they want to throw Houston off. You know, that's also usually a goal there.
Well, from a management perspective, you would kind of consider, though, wouldn't you want to keep Houston? You don't want Houston to have the moment. Now, Houston hasn't gone back to their bench. They've still got their 5 out now, so it's not
a
like they're
solid
looking.
5, so.
Yeah, they're not drawing up a new play in the dirt.
All right, so it looks like we got Pink Flamingo up against Slayer Moon.
And, I mean,
I
there
see
you go.
this hard pack. I see Helen Killer, Killstoy, Engine, and 2x4s. And then for Rocky, I see number 86, Assault and Peppa, Martinez, very strong game. Oh, is this a false start?
No, it's
No.
a rolling whistle.
Roll, okay.
I was waiting to see when the first one was going to happen. And speaking about Ultraviolet Blue, the jam timer
Yeah.
didn't flinch at
Nope.
all. All right, so 1
All right.
minute 13 left.
Pink looking for the inside. Her feet are out of bounds. Okay. Slayer getting pushed down.
High block called. There it is. Rocky
There you
Mountain
go,
picks
Rocky
up
Mountain.
lead. At this point, you've got to figure Pink Flamingo's just going to run the clock.
Yep, I would.
But we've got a star pass to Engine.
Engine, okay.
Engine's got to put up 8 points. Flamingo's knocked out of bounds.
She's out of
Engine,
bounds.
that inside line is wide open.
Oh, getting knocked out with a shoulder.
4 points, Houston. We've got a 4-point game. Okay, Flames
my
out,
God.
4 points, so we're back to 8.
Oh boy.
And here
Yeah.
comes Engine.
Houston still has a clock stoppage, so I mean they could still make another jam happen here. We still have 26 seconds left in the period. I
And-
don't think Pink is gonna call it.
Engine's through. There's 4 points up.
Yep.
Pink's working the backside of the Houston blockers, getting a little bit of offensive help. Comes to the outside and did tap. Penalty called.
Penalty. Oh my gosh.
This is going to end the game.
Oh my gosh. A forearm for Pink Flamingo.
Okay, so this jam will
Engine
end
is
it.
the jammer. She's out. One last Hail Mary from looks like Martinez.
Okay, so Houston puts up 4 more. We have a tie game.
We have a tie game.
But remember, Pink
40
was
seconds
in
left
the
in the
pack.
jam. Right.
Pink's may have pocket points.
She may.
Okay, so we've got 30 seconds left. Engine is working
She
for the
needs
points.
to get out. Yeah, she needs to get out. She needs that
Outside.
offense.
Inside. All right, Pack's moving faster. Houston's dropped back.
This would be a good time to pick one off and hold them and slow the pack down so
Right.
Engine can just get those points.
Engine's back in. There's
There
the
we go.
pack. Three hips definitely passed. At least one more stays
Yeah,
in.
I think so.
Pack's in the back. Out of play.
Out of play. Come
Okay,
on.
there's 4
Okay,
and
she looks like she's going to get an out of play block there. So Martinez is going back to the box. I think that's her 7th penalty.
Pink didn't come out of the box. I don't know if Pink got a second. Pink's never stood. I don't know if there was a second penalty called.
I don't know.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so this all comes down.
Oh my gosh,
Did Pink Flamingo have 4 points?
that's the question. Oh my goodness.
And conference. Yeah, I saw a flash. There was a 2 penalties
Two more.
called.
Looks like 2 more points for Rocky. So 16-6 so far. Houston will win that jam.
Is there any way that Rocky we see 2 more fingers go in the air?
Right? That's a question.
That's it.
Nope. That's it.
2-point.
2-point
game.
win. Houston Roller Derby 158. Rocky Mountain Roller Derby 156. Wow.
Ah.
Wow.
What do you say other than congratulations to Houston and congratulations to Rocky for putting on an amazing 60 minutes a game?
I see everyone going nuts on the Twitch feed. Looks like Big O has said the stars at night. And if anyone were here, oh yeah, here we go. Our big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas, y'all.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay, so
Yes.
do you remember what the score was for the Happy Valley Eville game?
I think it was also like 2 or 3 points.
Oh, my heavens to Betsy. Okay, Houston's going
need
to take their victory lap with that 2-point win. Rocky Mountain with the high fives. This is game 2 of 8 this weekend. So I'm going to say this one more time. If you are thinking of watching any derby this weekend, if the other games live up in any way, shape, or form to what tonight's been, and I expect them to, you're going to do fine. Throw a couple dollars to 5-on-5. Subscribe to this. Holy smokes. Yeah.
You can't see it on camera because you can see our faces, but everyone is getting big Texas-sized high fives.
Or mile-high high five?
Mile-high high fives.
I gotcha. There's nothing, there's no strategy, there's no penalty count, nothing about that matters.
We don't know any of that anyway.
This was just left on the track, just
Yes.
monster play by both teams. And guess what? They're coming back tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm coming back tomorrow.
I'll come
You're
back
coming?
tomorrow.
Beautiful.
We'll be back tomorrow.
My name's Party on Barth.
My name is Chuck Hilsky.
Have a lovely night.
Great night, y'all.